I'm Christian Lamitschka for Country Music News International, and today we have JJ Lawhorn on the show. JJ, welcome.
Thanks for having me, man.
Hey JJ, you and me met each other last year during CRS, and now it's your second time, I believe.
Third time this year.
Third time, oh goodness. Oh, I'm sorry. I kicked one of your CRS meetings out. Wow. Well, that's my fault. But anyway, JJ have his current CD, Original Good Old Boy.
Yep.
Wow.
OGOB for short. It's an acronym.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Folks, that you have an idea, but what we're talking now is that's the CD. And there are a couple of songs on it. And the new song, which will be released soon, is Good.
Actually just got released 2 nights ago. It just came out, so it's a new single, Good Old Boys Like Us. And I'll just talk a little bit about it. It's kind of a song that's real special to me. I wrote the song after a friend of mine that was well known in our hometown community passed away. And I wrote the song to kind of try and make the best out of an unfortunate situation. And basically, just trying to convey a positive message. Like, you know, it's terrible when people die that we love, you know, but you have to look at the glass half empty. I mean, half full instead of half empty, excuse me. Go figure, I'd screw that up. But, yeah, man, you just have to look at the positive side of things, and so that's what inspired the song. You know, I wrote the song. It's just basically talks about, you know, how our people that pass on are watching over us, and they're kind of like our guardian angels, you know. And about 2.5 months ago, my best friend, you know, ever since I was just a little kid, passed away in a motorcycle accident. And I was on my way to West Virginia to play a show, and so I had to play that song that night. And ever since that night, not after my best friend died, that song has just been incredibly close to my heart because, you know, my buddy that died that inspired me to write the song, you know, was a good friend of mine. But this cat that passed away recently was, you know, he's my oldest friend. So the song kind of, even though it was special, it kind of took on more of a special meaning to me. And I really don't feel like there's a song that's closer to my heart than this one. So, yeah, man, this CD came out July last year. I wrote the songs and recorded the album 3.5, almost 4 years ago. So it was a big process, took a long time to actually release the record. You know, it only probably took a couple months, you know, a handful of months, 4 or 5 months to put it together. But it's just a long process, building a fan base, having people that are going to buy your music when it comes out. And, yeah, so now I'm just out here promoting this record. And OGOB, if you're watching and you're kind of like, okay, what the heck is OGOB? Well, it's an acronym that stands for Original Good Old Boy. And so the reason why I named my record that is because, you know, this CD is basically like the story of my life, you know, in a lot of senses, just my life in songs. So it kind of plays out, and you just see a lot of different sides of me and things that I've gone through and just things that I know about. And so I feel like basically the best way to explain OGOB is it's like a lifestyle. It's like a culture. You know, people that grew up out in the middle of nowhere, you know, didn't live in a city, big city. You know, people that just kind of relate to the same things that I, you know, have done growing up and whatnot in that lifestyle. So that's a little bit about the CD.
So, probably I have no more questions. Oh, yeah, I have more questions for you. There's a song on it, Call Me Country.
Yeah.
Describe what's country for you.
Man,
Why?
Basically the concept behind the song is like, hey, you know, always tell people, you know, if you can't remember my name, heck, it's only 2 letters, you know, JJ, it's not that hard, but, you know, for some reason you can't remember my name, like, you know, just call me country, because, like, you know, people kind of tend to categorize people, and I mean, you know, we don't need to go into the whole stereotype thing, but it's like, you know, people see what, like, kind of have a rough perception of what they think that you are, and, you know, I walk into some place with mud all over my boots or whatever, kind of, beat up T-shirt and whatever. Like, they might label you as a blue collar guy. You're a hard worker, pour concrete or something like that. Well, I feel like when people, see what I do and they see me for who I am, there's just no doubt that's what I am. So heck, that's what you can call me. Call me country, because to me country is like more than just a word or like necessarily a lifestyle. To me country just means like away from like the mass concentration of things, like whether it's like a job comparison to like somebody who lives in a city and somebody who lives in the middle of nowhere. And it's like you compare the two aspects of it's like, okay, well, this dude works in a field and slings hay bales all day and drives tractor or whatever, and then you look at somebody who's punching buttons on a desk. It's like, it's just a different lifestyle that has to do with just fewer people. You know what I mean? Yep. It's just a more of a small, concentrated culture sort of thing. And so, there's just so many places that they don't have anything. Like, you got all these big cities and, these bigger towns and whatever, and then there's just all these people that live out in the middle of nowhere. And, I feel like they need somebody to speak for them, and that's what I feel like country music should be. Just people writing songs that are like two chords and the truth. Okay.
Well, folks, this guy is definitely country. He looks like rock, but he's country. And if you like to find out more information about him, the best way is...
go to jjlawhorn.com. That's 2 J's. Law like you're running from the law. LAWHORN.com. I got Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, at JJ Lawhorn Music, all that stuff, Instagram. So holler at me, and if you like what you hear, let me know what's up.
Or you stay here at Country Music News International magazine, or you tune in to Country Music News International radio show where we play his songs. Have a good one here from Nashville, Tennessee. See you next time. Bye.
Keep rocking.